Hi everybody, today I'm going to be teaching you how to do milestoning after an intake. So I'm going to be doing this on the playground version of REDCap. You obviously will be doing this on the real version of REDCap. So it might look slightly different, but for the most part it's all the same. The first thing you're going to do is go under data collection on the left hand side. You're going to click on add edit records. Then what you're going to do is you're going to choose an existing ID. Because we're doing this on playground mode, we're able to just scroll down and choose the one that we want. Obviously, if we were in the real REDCap, there's a lot more existing record IDs. So what I would suggest to do is choose a field to search underneath data search and select screen ID and enter it in that way. So for this one, we will be doing George Washington, and it'll pop up like that, and you click on it. The next thing you're going to do is just scroll over to the left side, and you're going to see under data collection record ID 39. You'll click on that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down to tracking. You'll hit study milestones. Because I'm in REDCap, it's not the playground version of REDCap, it's not going to show that this says present. In the real version of REDCap, it will say present. So you'll hit tracking. And what you're going to see is that the study status says pre-ITT pending. You are going to leave it like that. And the study status, all of that, you'll leave that there because that was already achieved. Same thing for the phone screen, you'll leave that because that was already completed. What you're going to do is change the intake status to achieved because they were eligible and they completed their intake. A lot of times you'll see something like at 1 p.m. on 07/07/19. You'll see somebody put the date and time. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put the intake status date. So we'll say that it was achieved on the July 7th. Normally you would just hit today, but I'm just showing you this for purposes. Normally you would just hit today because you're doing this after the intake has been completed. And then what you're going to do is put your initials in there if you were the one who ran the intake. And the next part of this is going to be entering in the Lab 1 status. So what you're going to do is you'll put schedule. In this box you'll put the time and date that it was scheduled on. You'll actually just put the time here. You'll put the time here and then you'll select the date. So we'll say, because it's a Lab 1, we'll say, it's Wednesday at 8 a.m. You will not put your initials in there because you're not the one running the lab. You're going to ignore the MEMA compliance status because that doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing right now. That's more for the clinicians. And you'll do the same thing for Clinic 1 status. You will change that to schedule. You'll put the time in the box. Clinic 1s are held between 1 and 4 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays when Dr. Mahoney is here. And then you would schedule them. Of course, you've already done the scheduling for this, so you're just copying what you've put into their REDCap file and into the Google Calendar. And you won't enter anything for Clinic 1 medication start date or Clinic 1 staff initials or anything like that. That'll be completely up to the clinician. And then what you're going to do is just scroll down to the bottom. And this is going to be saved as incomplete. You'll hit save and exit form. You'll see this pop up and you just hit ignore and leave record. And that is how you milestone after a intake visit.